Guys, wanted to talk about a trade that came right into the area where it was gonna bounce up, and I took a confirmation entry. So the trade was Walmart, and let me just show you guys here. Walmart filled. I had a two buy orders. Don't worry about the quantity, right? It's about how I got in and where I took the trade off. So on the 6th, I got in, filled, and then again, I got a little bit lower on the 8th and sold it on the 10th. So let's look at it on the 6th. I'm going to try to go to the bigger chart. So I'll start off with the weekly chart, right? And it's actually easier when you have a top-down approach based on the smaller chart. So actually, let me just go to monthly. Monthly was a beautiful uptrend, right? That's all you need to see in an uptrend. So I wanted to buy in an uptrend, and the price area actually, if you see, it's kind of in like in a somewhat of a ascending, descending triangle, and it was touching the point where it made a support, strong support, right? Prices came down and shot up from here. So I was waiting for the price to come back here and expecting it to go up. So this is a weekly candle, right? You're looking at the weekly candles. Every single candle is a weekly candle. So if I go down to the daily chart from here, that's where I kind of did my entry based on the daily chart. So daily chart again, huge move down and bounced up with a couple gaps in here. These are professional gaps. So this is the area I was looking at. I waited and waited, right? And I'll talk about the other lines too. So I waited and waited, and he also was testing this trend line. I don't really go by this trend line, but what I want to see is the support. So it came right into the support. So if you zoom in here, that's all you got to look at, right? So this is the bottom of the support, right? It came in here. This is, if you look down here, this is second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, and okay, sixth. This is where I had a somewhat of a confirmation entry. So if you can see, this is actually a bullish harami, right? Downtrend at the support, bullish harami. It's engulfed by this candle, even though it's a down candle. So it's actually giving me two reversal signals. It's at the support and also giving me a bullish harami. From here, I'm expecting for the move to go up, right? A little bit slow, but hey, that's why you gotta wait. So on the 6th, I had a confirmation entry, but if you go into slower time frame like hourly, there are many little pure support areas where you can get in, and that's how I got in 137.28 something. So came back here, I got in. So went up. Yes, could I take in some profits? Yes, but came back in. I wanted to get another entry. So on the 8th, was it on the 8th? On the 8th, 130. Well, initially it was 138, which is right around here, right? 130 bounced up on this. After this confirmation candle went up, I took entry here, and this was the initial one that I was talking about. So this is the first one I took entry. Came back down on the 8th in here. I took another entry, which is lower entry, because I just saw that they had a bullish run. He had to retest this same area again. If it went below here, below this line, my stop was right here, not under this. My stop was right under this bottom wick, which was the low is 134.71. So few hundred shares or whatever, right? So beautiful run today and tomorrow, actually with a dividend. I actually got a dividend on the stocks too, so that's kind of nice because it's the ex-dividend date, so held on to it till the 9th. So got the dividend on it. So today was where I actually can I ride the trade more? Yeah, but eventually today is the day I took the profits. If you look on the 10th today, got out at 148.08. I was actually out. I had a stop. It's funny that I had a 141. So let me just go into the smaller time frame, right? So I had a target one. This is a beautiful resistance area, pure resistance area, which was about to get tested, go down. But with the trend going up, you broke that resistance, right? So this was where price I thought would turn back. So I had a 141 and I moved it and I went out, right? I went out to grocery shopping and my limit order was hit at 140.08. Initially, I had it for 141.09 or something. I moved it back. Just, you know, I don't know why, but hey, sometimes, you know, this is where we get better as a trader and start, you know, looking at the risk reward ratio. So I got out here 148.08. Look, not decent profit, not too shabby, not too something to cry about, but I followed the trade, you know, got in. My plan was to, you know, get in, get out, and this is a 1-to-1. It's not a 1-to-2. Can I still ride it? I wanted to make it as a little bit of a shorter swing, and being the weekend, I just wanted to be out. So 137 first entry 138, second entry 137, and I got at 140. So not too bad, right? But decent trade, got out, and it's all about just managing your trades and looking at the support and demand, and look for those zones, like look for those areas where you think the price will come down to, and it's giving you lowest risk and highest reward. Can this keep running? It's more likely gonna run because there's nothing. It's the pure candles in the air. Only thing that kind of that I was looking at is making lower highs here, right? So if it was a pure uptrend, I would have, maybe, left some in, but this is a lower high, another lower high, however, higher lows. But it's kind of in a sideways trend, right? You could say the sideways trend. It's not making higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. It's just kind of going sideways. So you can just churn around here, come into this little triangle, and then either break out to the break in. So anyway, so another one I wanted to talk about is a CVX. CVX is also a beautiful trade that actually I'm in, right? So if you look at CVX on a weekly chart, let's go to the daily chart on here. So daily chart, look, it's this guy is like, I'm in this trade. I got in 103, and I wanted to break out of here. This is a beautiful uptrend, same as Walmart, but it actually broke out, right? So actually broke out of this area. Pure resistance has broken up. It sucked up all the short orders, and it's trying to go up, right? It's basing, right? So this is good. This is really healthy for a stock. When the stock takes up and it bases, instead of going downwards, it's actually correcting. It's somewhat of a pullback, and its basing is resting there before it goes on another run, something like this. So I'm waiting, expecting for this. I'm hoping to get to 125. I have a few entries around here, so obviously my stop is intact, and hoping this is for a long term. This is my long term kind of stock. And if you look at the monthly picture of it, it's coming to somewhat of a resistance, right? This is the monthly chart of it. A lot of resistance to the left of it, right? But this is all used up resistance. People have gotten in, gotten out, and it's just basically used up, and eventually this is gonna break. And there's some solid news on it. The price target of 142. If you look at the news and stuff. So if you're looking at long term, you got to look at the fundamentals. The fundamentals is the cash flow. What are they expecting? Are they opening more I don't know, gas stations, or are they hiring more, drilling more, stuff like that, right? So this is for long term. I'm expecting it to go to 135. Obviously here it's not going to shoot up, right? It's going to take some time, and I'm okay with that, as long as I'm keep getting dividends on it. Look at the beautiful dividends that you get, and it's a long-term kind of investment. So anyways, wanted to I hurt myself, my neck injury, so I'm kind of back into trading, and wanted to put out a video for those who have been following. All right guys, take care.